So I would like the government to at least check on that, because we were making an income from that, and also so many other people depend on us, not only family but the people who we work with, because we have had to dismiss them. We have camera people, we have locations managers, we have editors. Like a single person you see here has a team of about 15 behind them. So right now when you just cut that down, it means all those 15, they are going home together with the artist.
We should I think wanafaa kuangalia how many families are going to lose their jobs and how many families depend on this. Unaweza kuwa unaniona hapa lakini wakinilipa kuna watu wengine pia naenda nalipa. Unaona? So your industry ni big sana. Ini affect me peke yangu. Tumetoka hapo tunalia vibaya sana na watu wangu. Tunajiuliza what's the way forward now.
So we are the Kenyan National Theatre. My name is Hansen Omido. I'm an advocate. I'll proceed to read the press statement by the content creators, who I'll read on behalf. And I'll proceed by saying, we, the Kenyan influencer and content creator community, are indeed concerned with the recent directive from the Betting Control and Licensing Board, popularly known as BCLB. So the ban on the influencers from participating in betting adverts is not welcomed. We understand that there is need to protect the public, especially the underage. A blanket ban cannot be the solution. It is a blow to the creative economy and to the thousands of young people whose livelihoods depend on producing digital content. That move not only limits the creative space, but it leaves many people jobless and further questions the work of the digital media and fighting against the legitimacy of content creation as a profession. Let's be honest, social media has conquered advertising. Influencers are now the frontline modern marketing, and our interaction needs to be responsibly managed and not completely abolished. We respectfully ask BCLB to suspend the ban, sit down with us within 48 hours. We are more than willing to send representatives for a positive sit down and negotiate towards the model that ensures responsible advertising via age restriction content regulations. All we request is to be part of the dialogue. We practice cooperation, not isolation. As Proverbs 15:22 says, plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Let's succeed together for the good of the industry, the economy, and the country. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Mayoyo. That is my stage name. And it is quite unfortunate that this ban occurred. And it has really affected us as content creators, putting into consideration the fact that we have a lot of people depending on us. Sisi kama content creators, tuko na watu wengi sana ambao wanatutegemea. Na tulikuwa tunaomba the government, serikali, tafadhali tusikize. Tafadhali tusikize. Hapa kati yetu ni vile hatuwezi sema tumeumia sana. Na very soon hii Nairobi hatuoni tukikaa. Tunarudi ushago. Kwa sababu many of us depend on these marketing gigs, ndo at least tulipe rent, tusaidie wazazi wetu. Personally, I run a foundation. Sijui watu tunalipia school fees itakuwaje. We are really stressed. So we want the government, or we plead with the government to listen to our cry. Tafadhali. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. We are here as betting influencers from different betting companies, and we are here to address the nation over a directive that was issued the other day. According to us, the directive is not only unfair but lacks logic. The directive by the BCLB the other day is unfair to us because you are telling us not to influence for betting companies, where else you're still living the traditional media, that is TV and radio, right? Yeah. So, Nagazeti and print media. This to me seems like there's fire, a building has caught fire. You're calling in the fire brigade team to come and put out the fire. But part of the team, like a quarter part of the team, are the only ones that have the oxygen cylinders. And then the rest, no, a quarter has CO2 and the rest work on oxygen. I don't think we will put out the fire if we have more people with oxygen trying to put out a fire at a building that just a few work on a CO2. So to us, this is not about regulating and helping the youth. If it was about the thinking about the youth and the betting prevalence, I think we would have not targeted a segment only. So this comes out as hypocrisy rather than regulation. So we are ready for any conversations about regulation, but we will not take hypocrisy. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kendrick Mulamwah. Yeah, popularly known as Mulamwah, comedian and social media person. I don't know if I'm a celebrity. Yeah, that you will tell me. Now, I'm here to stand with my brothers and sisters over a directive that was issued by the BCLB in the past few days about banning, the celebrity advertisement and whatever. First of all, I have to say you cannot, make an egg without, you cannot make an omelette without breaking several eggs. Yes, the betting comes with its own downfalls, but we can be used for the good. As influencers, we can also influence the people outside there, the gamers, on how to do responsible, gaming and responsible placing of whatever they are placing. So we can still be used for good, because when you just ban like that and you leave other media, to do the same, even international companies are still advertising in our Kenyan soil and market, because you can be online and get an advertisement from Uganda, from Tanzania, from wherever, pushing the same thing. So I would like the government to at least check on that, because we were making an income from that, and also so many other people depend on us, not only family but the people who we work with, because we have had to dismiss them. We have camera people, we have locations managers, we have editors. Like a single person you see here has a team of about 15 behind them. So right now when you just cut that down, it means all those 15, they are going home together with the artist. So I believe there is a way we can work it out, and also an inquiry is to actually tell us what celebrity means, who is a celeb and who is not, because there will be a border guy somewhere wearing a reflector for a certain company. Is it okay for him to wear it? What if I do and I ride a border also? Yeah, that's also something that we should get a directive from. So I think every rose has a thorn, but there is a way we can, we can come to an agreement on how it can be done moving forward. Kwa sababu sigara bado iko Kenya, si ndio? Lakini pale kwa packet imeandikwa nini? Inadhuru afya yako, sio? Tuna pombe bado tuna influence, we have several companies, we are working for them, but imeandikwa hapo vizuri, kunywa na uangalifu. Imeambiwa kama una influence pombe fulani, post saa 8, post jioni, post hivi na hivi, like there is a directive for that. If we can come up with one now for gaming, it could be better rather than scrapping everything off, because these companies, they have stood with us for the longest. They have been there. Some of us here have foundations that these gaming platforms, they give us a lot of support. Kuna watu wamepata uniforms hapa, wamepeleka kwa their villages huko, vijana wanachezea mpira. Kuna watu wamepata mipira hapa. Kuna watu tumechimba visima with some of the companies all over, all around. So there is so many ways that we can still work with those platforms without necessarily, pushing the negativity to the youth and the underage. And also another directive to the government is, you should check out for the illegal sites. Don't just issue licenses, BCLB licenses to everyone out there, because there are some people out here, they just come up with a website, unastukia tu ina run, hata ujika iko registered, umeona? So vitu kama hizo ndo zinapoteza mayouth. Zingine hata mtu ana win hapatiwi. So before you issue a license to anybody, make a thorough scrutiny about who are these people, where are they from, are they legit, are they promoting responsible gaming? Because in my thought, if a platform can write there on the introductory page that, place your bets responsibly or game responsibly. I think inaweza kuwa ni kitu poa sana kwa kila mtu, and they should come up with a way that kuna place mtu anaweza funga account yake, let's say for 30 days, 6 months, 1 year, depending on how they are feeling. So inaweza kuwa poa sana, at least if we look it that way. So for me, I would like the matter to be rechecked again, and to put the correct directive from the BCLB and the government. If it's about taxation, then it's tunakubali. In fact, we have been remitting for all the seasons. So ni hayo tu ya kusema kwa sasa, and thank you to BCLB, thank you to the government. I know you will hear our plea and come up with something tangible. If everybody here posts about responsible, gaming, then I think youth now wataipata vizuri. Tukienda hizo magame, tukienda hizo ma CSR nini, tukiongea na wao, tukicreate forums za kuwaongelesha, because if the damage has been done, then the only way to do it is to correct it. Unaona? So tukiwaachia hapa tumekata hiyo influencing, haujaambia sasa wale watu walikuwa wameanza kuplace bet zao, hujawaambia sasa muendeleaje kutoka hapa, then that is still wrong. And also they are still getting the advert from the radios, from the print media, from whatever sources, except from the so-termed celebrities. Then I think we have not healed the cancer itself. Tumetoa tu several parts. So we can check on that. Thank you so much. And
all right.
We shall
Thank you so much, Mulamwah.
My name is Eric Njiro. I'm a sports journalist and influencer and content creator. My message to BCLB is that you cannot cherry pick who is going to advertise. I mean, betting is doing a lot of stuff in this country. 4 of the top teams in this country, that is Gor Mahia, FC, Leopard, Police, and Shabana, are sponsored by betting firms. SportPesa, Betika, and people like BetPower doing stuff with Football Kenya Federation. SportPesa is doing stuff with Kenya Rugby Union. So you cannot just cherry pick who is going to advertise. I mean, we've got all these players, not just us guys, content creators. The players who play for these teams are also celebrities. I don't know how you define that. So we're asking you cannot just cherry pick who is going to advertise. Let us sit down and discuss about this and come up with a way, because we know people who advertise alcohol, cigarettes, like Mulamwah said, but there's a way of doing that. I mean, you can do it in safe hours or in safe ways. So we're asking you, please, let us sit down now. We discuss, we come up with the plans on how to advertise this gambling, because it's practiced across the world. I mean, we've got teams being sponsored by betting firms across the world, in the UEFA region, South American region, in African region, teams who play in the CAF Champions League. We've got AFCON coming up now in a couple of years here. China is coming up here in a couple of months, and we've got betting firms who sponsor athletes, who sponsor other big brands. Why are you now locking us out without even consulting us? So let us now sit down and discuss about this one, and we come up with a way of doing stuff, because we've been paying tax. I mean, for all that time, we've been filing returns with the KRA. So I don't understand why you sat down without consulting us and then coming up with those decisions. So let us sit down now and discuss what you're going to do. But we ask you, please, consider what you did. Let us discuss everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have a
Majenzi So mimi naitwa Kasmall, Magi Kasmall kwenye wanijue. Mimi nizomba gava kitu moja. Unajua, like walibantu betting bila kutuambia maybe where we went wrong, like hakutuambia vile tunafaa ku advertise. Unajua, wangetuambia maybe ma disclaimers, don't do this, nini, bet responsibly, nini hivyo. Unajua, cause mimi kama Gen Z meni affect design. Unajua siku hizi hakuna kazi. So sisi kama majenzi metu affect design, kuna watu waliacha wizi, nini, mnaingia kwa content creation. Na through content creation tuna earn through ku advertise vitu, si ndio? Yeah, manze gava mtuite tu mahali to have a meeting, mtuambie where we went wrong ama nini tunafaa kufanya, because bila guidelines hatuwezi jua, si ndio? Yeah, so nivo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bado.
My name is Joki Janja, and yangu ni ya kusema this feels rushed. Ina feel ni kama iko it wasn't well thought out, because mulipeana suspension and then amkutupatia directives on how we going to go about it. Where do we go from here? Because me personally, ini kitu niseme nilikuwa nategemea, right? And I have people that wako nyuma yangu pia wananitegemea. So umeni cut off, hujanipatia, yani umeniacha tu nijitegemee tu peke yangu without any directive and anything to help me push through. So I feel like tunafaa tukae chini sisi kama content creators and the government, and we sit down and to figure this thing well through and how it's going to help us, both of us. So ni hao tu.
All right, thank you so much. What I'll tell you this, allow me to add this. The creative industry, watu ambao wako kwenye creative industry, facts checked ni watu ambao wamesoma, ni watu ambao wamehitimu, ni watu ambao wako na madegree, ni watu ambao they are very professional. Some of them even they are working, but wali choose to take another path ya content creation so that they can create an opportunity for everyone. I'm a product of a creative economy. Mimi nilikuwa nafanya kazi ya kupatiana flyers Nairobi, lakini content creation ikakuja, nikafundishwa kushika kamera, nikafundishwa kucreate, kuandika script, nimekuja mpaka saa hii najua kupresent, nimetrainiwa na facility ya government. I went through a media council training. I'm a media practitioner. So wewe niambie, kama singekuwa na hiyo diploma yangu, certificate yangu, ningekuwa nafanya nini? So it's a call to everyone. Think about this. If you're fighting our youths, if you're fighting our creative economy, we are fighting our own people. I request, please, let's have a sit down. Let's reason. We are very smart. We're all grown-ups. It's a matter of all. If you're fighting this generation, you're fighting the future.
Okay, my name is Manu. So my question is this. If the government say it now, if the government says now, just mkujeni kwa meza tuongee. Nyinyi influencers, sasa mtakuwa na terms gani? Ndio government yenyewe waone this okay now.
Wanafaa watuite for wanafaa watuite for tuone how we can be able to regulate how we are going to advertise, not terminate, cause ukiangalia betting pia si ati wameifungia kabisa, they are allowing it to go on TV, which TV mtu yeye anaweza fungua TV na unaona Instagram zetu, most of like for me my Instagram wezi access kama uko under 18, so unaona already nisha regulate yo nini, so wakiweza weza to waweze kuangalia tu, they should not terminate, they should just regulate, because this is feeding a lot of people. A lot of people are depending on whatever we get, and I don't think kuna mse tuna forcingi tunamwekea gana bet, si ndio? Ni mtu anaamua achukue nini yake, na hata sasa pia tukiacha ku advertise si ati wataacha kubet, unaona, so tunafaa tuitane kama mkutano tujue what are we going to do, because terminating is not the way forward, because sasa wenye tulikuwa already tushaanza kupata riziki, tutaenda wapi? Kuna wezi walikuwa wakareform, wakakuwa content creators, kuna machokora,
wezi wako hapa.
Kuna watu wengi wenye wamereform, kuna watu walikuwa addicts wa drugs, wakareform wakapata kumbe inaweza kuwa na shoot content, wase wanaona na anapata kitu in return. Why are we taking this route? I just want to ask the government, why are we taking this route? We should I think wanafaa kuangalia how many families are going to lose their jobs and how many families depend on this. Unaweza kuwa unaniona hapa lakini wakinilipa kuna watu wengine pia naenda nalipa, unaona? So your industry ni big sana, ini affect me peke yangu. Tumetoka hapo tunalia vibaya sana na watu wangu, tunajiuliza what's the way forward now.
And looking at the statement that you've just read right now, umesema you've given the government 48 hours maybe to react on that. What if they won't react on it? Kama hawata respond, what are you going to do? What's the way forward?
I think we'll be putting the cart before the horse. It will be important that we give them the 48 hours. Let's get to hear what they have to say, because this is we are coming politely at the moment, yeah? We are being very objective, we are being pragmatic about this, and we are hoping that this government is going to listen to everyone. But until those 48 hours end, we'll be putting the cart before the horse. Yeah.
A question here. What happens if the 48 hours ziishe na hawaja respond, wamewapea deaf ear?
So yeah, I'll just give the same answer, that we'll be putting the cart before the horse. We would not want to think on behalf of the government. Our understanding is that the government is going to listen to us, and it's not going to influence us to get into other avenues of solving this issue. It is a small issue, to be honest. The same way they solved with the Media Council is the same way they can solve with the Influencers Council.
Yes.
SPM Buzz.